morning. We just left our campsite, which was in the Bridger-Teton National Forest, which is right across the street from the Grand Teton National Park, because we got in not super late, probably about 9:30 or so, but most of the campgrounds in the actual national park fill up by like 9 in the morning at the latest. So we slept there last night, and that is why we are up and booking it this morning to get on into the national park so that we can hopefully get a camping spot for the rest of our time here actually in the park. We have not had any breakfast yet. We've been awake for like 20 minutes. It is very cold. Okay, so we were trying to get a spot at Jenny Lake Campground, which is one of the most popular ones, and we got there and there was a line coming out from the campground office, and we sat there for like an hour. We actually cooked our breakfast in the parking lot while we were waiting for them to open the office to start giving out camp spots, and there ended up being 21 available sites, and we were number 22. So we left from there and we went up to Signal Mountain, which is really close. It's really not that bad at all. And we were able to immediately get a spot. So no big deal. We've got our campground for the next 3 nights. I'm so excited. We don't have to move for 3 nights. And now we are headed back to Jenny Lake to go to the trailhead for Cascade Canyon Trail. When we got to the trailhead at Jenny Lake, we ran into another hiker who didn't have any hiking buddies, so she joined us on our way up to Inspiration Point in Hidden Falls. Say hi to Debbie. So this pika came up behind me, and I had set my hummus pack on the ground, and he stuck his nose in it, and so I dipped out the part that he touched, and now he's having himself a little snack, and he seems to think he's gonna get the rest of it. Okay, so it turns out these things I've been calling pikas the whole time, they're just chipmunks, just plain old chipmunks, but very insistent ones. They would not leave me alone. They kept coming back. He actually ended up on my lap at one point. Cascade Canyon Trail. We got a later start this morning than we wanted to because it took a little while to get a campsite. We had to go to a couple before we found one, but we don't think we're going to finish the trail today. We could, but it's hot and we've already seen a lot. It's really, really gorgeous where we are right now, so we're going to go ahead and turn back. If you're doing this trail, we started at the Jenny Lake trailhead and we went around the south side of the lake, and then we hit Hidden Falls and Inspiration Point on the way up to Cascade Canyon, and then we went I don't know, we're probably halfway in, maybe a little bit more, and then we're just gonna go back, so it's an in and out trail. If you want to do all of Cascade Canyon, I highly recommend taking the boat across Jenny Lake. That way you can cut a couple miles off the first part of the trip and you can do more of Cascade Canyon. We were really eager and we wanted to get on the trail and we didn't want to stand in line for the boat. And in retrospect, we probably could have done more of the canyon if we had taken the boat, but that's okay because the trail around the lake is actually really pretty as well. But yeah, let me show you guys this view because it's ridiculous.
So I forgot to film this on the way up, but this is the super narrow rocky pass that you have to walk up to get to Inspiration Point. Good. So while we didn't take the boat out to Jenny Lake, we did take it back from Jenny Lake because I know 2.5 miles doesn't sound like a lot, but sometimes you just want to get back to your campground as quickly as possible.
Okay, we are back at the campground. We have heated up our chili. We have our mini bags of Fritos. We're about to eat because we're both starving. It's only like 5 o'clock. We are charging up our solar battery and we've got our tent set up. And what we really like about this campsite is that there's a little trail over here that leads down to the lake, which you can't really see, but trust me, it's right there. This is number 74 at Signal Mountain Campground, if you guys are looking for recommendations.
After dinner, we headed down to the lake behind our campsite to soak our feet in the cold water. I think it's safe to say that we were pretty excited about the Tetons. 1 day down, 2 to go.